What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to GazetteSports.com. It's JJ.
And Mike. And this Moore League Girls Volleyball video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company.
Still early in the season, but first place in the Moore League on the line on Thursday as Long Beach Poly hosts Lakewood.
Not a lot separating these two teams. The Lancers ranked 10th in CIF, but Lindsay Ray and the Jackrabbits handled a Wilson team that Lakewood struggled with.
Big storyline, gonna be the passing. Lakewood, very good at it. Get your camera ready. This one's gonna be great.
Good passing to start, as you would imagine. This is what Lakewood does. They've got a pair of seniors on the back row. Megan Krudoff and that back row leads them to a 9-4 lead.
The second storyline was the Poly block.
Jackrabbits spent a lot of time preparing for this match, put in a lot of film work, did a lot of scouting, and it showed with an excellent block up front in the first set.
Krudoff able to stem the tide with this big kill on the left side, and then she comes up with a block of her own. Lancer saying anything you can block, we can block better, because the other Megan Nin Delgado, gets that big roof, and Lancers take the first one, 25-20.
Lakewood looking pretty in pink, trying to roll that momentum over, but the Poly block, Nikki Withers right there again setting the tone in the second set, and it's the laser show!
It's the laser show! The ray gun set to stun. Actually, in this set, it was set to kill. 8 kills in the set for her 23.
Lindsay Ray, phenomenal player for Poly, one of their best defensive players, has a nice blocking skill set as well, and she helped lead them to a huge 25-13 win.
Guess how the third set starts. Ooh. And did you just mention Lindsay's blocking ability? I mean, little Lindsay, get in on it.
She definitely knows how to turn her hands and get the ball down on the floor. Just great stuff up front from her. She's such a good playmaker, but Lancers would not go quietly.
However, and a Nikki. Stepping up, Nikki Withers. Wow, that was an incredible run right here in the third.
Withers, the bloodline as we call her, 25 kills in the match to lead her team, but 7 in this third set. You see how emotional she was, getting the team fired up. They needed this set. It was definitely a big turning point for Poly. And sure enough, the big spike from her off the touch, 25-21. She says, let's go.
At this point, everything's going Poly's way. I mean, Berkowitz with the let ace, and it was just good volleyball in the fourth. Really nice to see. 8 ties on our way to a 15-15 tie. Back-to-back kills from Withers makes it 17-15, but then it was Krudoff's turn to take over.
She had a match-high 29 kills, 9 in the fourth set. Unbelievable. It was obviously Lakewood with their backs against the wall, turned to their best player, who was playing with the flu, by the way.
Wow. That's just incredible. 6-0 run for Lakewood. They take the fourth, 25-22. You know what that means? It's the fifth, pimp!
Jackrabbits obviously happy to be at home. This is where you'd want to be for a fifth set. Heather Eggers, look at that dig. One of her 20 has to be the best one. Going to the sophomore Sarah Miller, who had 13 kills, including 3 in the fifth.
Eggers, just back there with the shovel. Feeding Delgado. Delgado had 2 huge kills here in the fifth. These two both coming off of Eggers digs. Lakewood leads 12-8. But Poly coming right back, not going anywhere. Withers and Ray keeping the Jackrabbits in it. Left side, strong side. Now, we reach the point where Lakewood looks like they've got momentum. Here, looks like they get a point, but then hit the brakes.
So, essentially what happened, we had a scoring discrepancy, an error at the table. The refs go over and figure it out. This clip only takes about 10 seconds. In real time, it was a good 3.5 minutes. Coaches talking it over. Mike Wadley, his team's up 13-10, not happy to have this long break. Feels like it takes away their momentum. Obviously, it is tough, but Lakewood fans saying, hey, let's roll right here. We got that point. We are up 13-10. Let's close it out.
But Poly takes a chance to catch their breath. Withers goes down the line, and like you said earlier, Mike, getting that emotion flowing, well, it very well was on the home side.
Definitely. Jillian Nobles put it back on their side, and then she's going to say, "Dunk you very much." And just look at the celebration. Jackrabbits are fired up. They're going to end up taking 4 straight points to put themselves up 14-13 after trailing 13-10.
So it's all on the line here. Fifth set, match point for the Jackrabbits. You want to be at home. You want to have this amazing crowd on hand, and you want to put it to the player who's giving you the chance to win.
They dig Withers' attempt right there, and they go to Krudoff, Lakewood's big player. So you know Poly's going right back to Withers. She was so fresh, right down the line for the game winner for the Jackrabbits. Look at this emotionally incredible comeback. 5 straight points to close out the fifth set.
What more can we say about Moore League Volleyball? We've been telling you about this for how many years? It's just unbelievable. And sometimes it's just too much to hold and it knocks you down. Let's just be honest. It's fantastic.
This highlight brought to you by McCarty's Jewelry, here for you since 1932, and we are indeed just getting going in this More League season. We've just about completed round 1, but we've got all these matches coming up again in the second round, so you know where to keep it right here, GazetteSports.com.